to give you the hokey response, we've traveled 2 minutes through time right now. I'm very much of the mindset that time is an illusion and a human construct, and that there are other dimensions of reality, and it's totally possible to bend them one way or another. It's pretty clear that we can bend the first 3 dimensions and change, buildings around us, or those are a change of the, first 3 dimensions clearly. And I don't think it's outside the realm of possibility to say that we can change any other dimensions that might exist. How the hell to do that? I don't know. But, it's clear that time is malleable from things like relativity that we've proven does exist with precision time instruments on trains. So we know that time changes through just simple movements in the first 3 dimensions. So yeah, I think it's absolutely possible. It's just going to take another 50 or 60,000 years to figure it out. It took us this many thousands of years to figure out how to build these buildings, so it's only a matter of time.
I want time travel to be possible. I want it to, but I don't think it will, because I don't think it will. I love the idea of time travel, because everyone's just like, oh, if I had the ability to control time, like, what could I do with it? Everyone would use it for their own good, and it would be terrible. No one would use it to stop world peace. They would always use it to get. They'd always use it to get to work on time. They'd be like, I don't have to wake up. They would use it for such bad things, because I know I would. I want time travel to be possible, because it'd be cool to either go in the future or to go in the past. Say, like, if you want to get ideas for a movie or something, you can get actual real ideas of what Jesus was like. But if time travel was possible, we would go back and we'd try to fix our own mistakes, and it would just end up changing our own lives. We would either see how we would die. I feel like a lot of people want to see how they die. And they'd be waiting for it this whole time, because everyone's scared of death. They'd be like, how am I gonna die? And they'd be trying to change it, and it would still happen. I don't know. You would change your entire life, because I feel like everything that we've been through has happened for a reason. It's made us who we are because of that, those times that we've been through. You always say, I remember when I was in 6th grade, I remember when I was in high school. Those times were very important to us, because that made us who we were. If we go back and change that, we'll be a completely different person.
Immediately, I would like to say yes, because I would like to go back and hang out in a certain decade or in a certain time period. I don't really think so. Honestly, because well, that's such a hard question, because I do want to say yes, because you want to believe that certain times and people leave an imprint on the place and space in which they live. And that with the right technology you can go back to that. But it's just hard for me to comprehend, because we live so much in the present. I can't go back and visit yesterday. Because it's already passed. And I feel like time passes through us rather than us passing through time.
Causality is a pretty loaded issue. I like to believe, as a spiritualist, I like to believe that all the big stuff has defined what needs to be and things like that, and that the universe will work its way out if you end up sleeping with your own grandmother or something like that. And that one way or another, the events that have already been figured out will figure a way to realign themselves. I like to think that, but it's such a huge question, because no one has ever gone back and slept with their own grandmother. So until that day, can't say for sure. But more as a spiritualist and a theist, I like to believe that those things are set by a higher power. Of course, then the day might come that somebody does sleep with their own grandmother and I become an atheist because everything went to shit because of it. Of course, will I exist at that point? Probably not.
Yeah, because you're not supposed to be there. You wouldn't have been there in that time, but now you are there, and you're like interjecting your own experiences into that time that didn't previously exist. You know? So, and if, yeah, I think that would definitely change it.
Well, I remember this very precisely. In 1969, I was sitting around with some friends, and we're all partying, and I kind of closed my eyes and kind of, like the Beatles say, and float downstream. And I saw myself when I was the age 50. When I was age 50. In 69 that was 1968. I was about 20 years old. Yeah, I was 20 years old when this happened. And I saw myself at 50, which at the time, 50 seemed very, very, very far away. And I saw myself, oddly enough, wearing a jacket which about 3 or 4 years ago I found at Goodwill. And I saw myself strutting down a busy street, just incredibly happy, and singing to myself the Muddy Waters song, "I Just Want to Make Love to You." And in my exuberant joy, and as I was walking down the street and singing this song, I turned to these two older ladies and I said, "I just want to make love to you." And I made them laugh, and so throughout these 30 years, even though at times that I thought I'm completely fucking up my life or just went way down, that image stayed with me and I never lost hope.
That's cool.
It wasn't just a thought what happened. It was like a vision that just sort of gushed out of me at the time. So it was very powerful.
Huh.
But time travel, I don't know. You know, I have I do believe there are alternate worlds that inform each other and talk to each other. And I don't know if I believe, I mean, I'm not aware of it as Borges's Garden of Forking Paths. But at times, I am aware that that I live in another dimension at times.